Good evening, dear children. I hope you are fit and fine at home. Let us make this quarantine period productive. In this session, I will teach you computer. Let us start your computer's first class of new session. Before starting the class, I will show you book cover. Yes, this is your book cover. Now we open this book. Here is your first chapter, History of Computer. Yes, dear children, our first chapter is History of Computer. Topic covered in this chapter. First topic is concept of counting, then early computing devices, Abacus, Napier bones, Pascaline, Lagrange calculator, Charles Babbage's Analytical Engine, Tabulating Machine, Mark I, ENIAC and UNIVAC personal computer. Dear children, as you know, you are in new class. Some more interesting fact about computer. Very first topic is concept of computing. A computer is an electronic machine that touches every aspect of our life, making it fast, easier and comfortable. We rely on computer for most of our daily tasks. Computer has its own history. It has been a combination of efforts and ideas of many people from all over the world. The concept of counting started with the existence of human beings. In the ancient times, people used to count with the help of stones, pebbles, bones, sticks, fingers, toes, etc. and store the information by making marks on walls, pillars and rocks. In the course of time, it became difficult to do bigger and complex calculation with such objects, so people start thinking of some kind of devices which could make their tasks easier. Thus the first calculating device, Abacus, was invented. Before moving to next page, dear children, I believe you have downloaded the file which I sent you. That file contains your chapter 1 and 2. Okay. Now next page. Here is early computing device. The very first computing device is Abacus. Abacus was first calculating device invented about 5000 years ago by Chinese. Simple calculations like addition and subtraction can be performed using an abacus. It is still in use in different parts of world. Yes, as you know, in our surrounding people still use the abacus. Next is Napier bones. In 1617, a Scottish mathematician John Napier invented a calculating device called Napier bones. The device is a set of rectangular rods marked with numbers on them. It was meant for simple calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of numbers. Later on, it was improved to perform division and to find the square root also. Next device is Pascaline. In 1642, a French mathematician named Blaise Pascal invented the first mechanical computing machine called Pascaline. It consists of both movable gears that could add, subtract, multiply and divide the numbers very easily. This is the picture of Pascaline. Next topic is Lagrange calculator. In 1692, more advanced calculating machine named Tabulating was developed by German mathematician Gottfried Wilhelm von Leibniz. It could perform all four basic mathematical operations, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Next is Babbage's Analytical Engine. In 1822, a mathematical professor of Cambridge University, England, Charles Babbage, developed a machine known as difference engine. It could perform mathematical operations automatically. However, in 1883, Charles Babbage has a better idea and he stopped working on difference engine and started designing another machine called Analytical Engine. It had 5 key features, that is input, storage, processor, control unit and an output device. All these features are found in today's modern computers. Therefore, Charles Babbage is also known as father of computer. Next is tabulating machine. In 1890, Herman Hollerith, an army engineer, invented a tabulating machine. This tabulating machine was used in census to count the population of USA. It gives a quick count of US population, the use of tabulating machine was so successful that Holyoake formed a company later becomes famous as an international business machine or IBM. First electromechanical computer. What do you mean by electromechanical computer? It means a computer which has some mechanical parts and some parts driven through electronically. Mark 1. In 1944, Professor Howard Aikens built the first electromechanical computer named Mark 1. It was 51 feet long, weighed 5 tons and used typewriter for input and punch cards for output. This device was the first computer in real sense. Next, first electronic computer. This is fully electronic computer which is works on electronics only. All the components are electronic. These components works by, for running this computer we need electricity. First is ENIAC and UNIVAC. John Muckle and John Presper together built the first successful electronic digital computer known as ENIAC. Full form is this: Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It was operational in 1946. ENIAC was 10 feet wide, 100 feet long, occupied 1800 square feet of area and could perform 5000 additions per second. As you read this line again, 10 feet wide, 100 feet long. You can imagine the size of the computer. In 1951, John Muckle and John Presper developed another successful computer known as UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. It could handle both numeric and textual information. Next is personal computer, PCAT. Computer has come a long way since. In 1984, the IBM company introduced a personal computer called PCAT. AT stands for Advanced Technology. These computers were small in size, fast in speed, accurate and reliable. There are several types of personal computers available nowadays, for example, desktop, laptop, tablet and mini computer. This is all about our first chapter. After this, I am sharing a video with you which explain you more about this chapter. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Stay home, stay fit. God bless you.
Chapter 1. History of Computers. Topics covered: Concept of Counting, Early Calculating Devices, Abacus, Napier's Bones, Pascaline Leibniz Calculator, Babbage's Analytical Engine, Tabulating Machine Mark I, ENIAC, and UNIVAC Personal Computer PC. Hello friends, I am back here again to tell you more about the computers. Well friends, the computer which you see today was not like this before. It took many years to make the computer as it is today. Let us look at the history of the computers. Concept of counting. The computer is an electronic machine that touches every aspect of our life, making it fast, easier and comfortable. We rely on computers for most of our daily work. Computer has its own history. It has been a combination of efforts and ideas of many people from all over the world. The concept of counting started with the existence of human beings. In the ancient times, people used to count with the help of stones, pebbles, bones, sticks, fingers, toes, etc., and store the information by making marks on walls, pillars, rocks, etc. In the course of time, it became difficult to do bigger and complex calculations with such objects. So, people started thinking of some kind of device which could make their tasks easier. Thus, the first calculating device, Abacus, was invented. Early calculating devices. Abacus. Abacus was the first calculating device invented about 5,000 years ago by the Chinese. Simple calculations like addition and subtraction can be performed using Abacus. It is still in use in different parts of the world. Napier's Bones. In 1617, Scottish mathematician John Napier invented a calculating device called Napier's bones. This device was a set of rectangular rods marked with numbers on them. It was meant for simple calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of numbers. Later on, it was improved to perform division and to find the square root. Pascaline. In 1642, a French mathematician named Blaise Pascal invented the first mechanical computing machine, known as Pascaline. It consisted of a box with movable gears that could add, subtract, multiply and divide the numbers very easily. Do you know, Pascal invented the machine for his father, a tax collector. So, it was the first business machine. Leibniz calculator. In 1692, the more advanced calculating machine named Step Reckoner was developed by a German mathematician, Gottfried Wilhelm von Leibniz. It would perform all four basic mathematical operations, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Babbage's Analytical Engine. In 1822, a mathematics professor of Cambridge University, England, Charles Babbage, developed a machine known as difference engine that could perform the operations automatically. However, in 1833, Babbage had a better idea, and he stopped working on difference engine and started designing another machine called Analytical Engine. It had 5 key features, that is input, storage, processor, control unit and an output device. All these 5 features are found in today's modern computers. Therefore, Charles Babbage is known as the father of computer. Tabulating machine. In 1890, Hermann Hollerith, an army engineer, invented a tabulating machine. Tabulating machine was used in census to count the population of USA, gave a quick count of the US population. The use of the tabulating machine was so successful that Hollerith formed a company that later became famous as the International Business Machine, or IBM. The first electromechanical computer, Mark I. In 1944, Professor Howard Aikens built the first electromechanical computer named Mark I. It was 51 feet long, weighed 5 tons, and used punched cards and typewriter for input and output. This device was the first computer in real sense. The first electronic computer, ENIAC and UNIVAC. John Mauchly and John Vesper Eckert together built the first successful electronic digital computer, known as ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It was operational in 1946. ENIAC was 10 feet wide, 100 feet long, occupied 1800 square feet area, and could perform 5,000 additions per second. In 1951, John Mauchly and John Vesper Eckert developed another successful computer known as UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. It could handle both numeric and textual information. Personal computer, PC, PC Act. Computers have come a long way since then. In 1984, the IBM company introduced a personal computer called PC AT, Advanced Technology. These computers were small in size, fast in speed and never made mistakes. There are several types of personal computers available nowadays. For example, desktop computer, laptop computer and tablet computer.
Okay dear children, this is all about your first chapter. If you still have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Stay home, stay fit, God bless you. See you again next lecture.